So, I'm an incredibly spiritual person, and for me, one of my sort of frustrations that I'm personally navigating is how the ego still resides within the spiritual community. Um, I'm learning about concepts related to star seeds, for example, and sort of delving into the ideas of where a soul originates. And I notice and come across these YouTube channels and in different websites and platforms that offer spiritual guidance. Um, I know an individual who charges a lot of money for tarot readings, for example. And sort of for me, in my own premonitions and philosophies, while I understand, at least residing in within the human condition, to need money, I guess, for a base state of survival, um, I feel as though the monetary equivalent of what some of these individuals is charging is an antithetical nature to helping people out of love. I think there are many people in the industry that basically manifest the material, the ego, right? Like it's like, trust me, trust me in everything. Like I'll give you all the guidance. And I have a problem with that because for me, spiritually, I want to do it and help guide people for free because I just love people, right? And I guess in a way you can love people, but I feel like the incredible amount of money that is made by some of these people is, I think, antithetical to the ascent and the removal of the necessity for materialistic value or equivalence. Like, people define worth based off of money. A lot of people do. And I think it's concerning. Um, souls are all abundant and wealthy already. And a piece of paper that we have decided makes worth is antithetical to the very divine essence we all have. Um, if I were to ever make money off of this, I would definitely want to do it in a way where at least a substantial portion of that would go to charity. Like I wouldn't, or a need. Like I wouldn't, or a cause. Like I wouldn't. I would only take in so far as much that I could afford, like a relative sense of like shelter, right? Like and food. Like I would probably make my budget very clear. Like I would list my expenditures. Probably not like my bank name, for example, but like, okay, this portion is going to savings. This, I would want to be transparent. Because money's energy, right? Like, but people can use it for the wrong reasons, such as human nature. Um, when I do tarot, I don't post it on Instagram, and I don't make money off of reading it for other people. And the reason why is because inherent within many people who are even curious enough to explore the realm of something like tarot or runes, for example, they're already open in a way to at least considering it a possibility, or unless they're going into it treating like it a joke, which is, it's more complicated in terms of energetically reading it. But like, for people that have an openness, it's a potential, right? Like they can awaken. And through tarot, which is an incredibly intuitive based process, you can, through spiritual practices, develop your own sort of understandings, and thus intuition and connection. You don't need to pay hundreds of dollars to have somebody do it, or go onto Instagram and follow somebody that pulls, a 5 of cups and says, for the first 1,000 likes, I'll do a price. Like, that's not how it, in my opinion. I mean, I let everybody do their thing. Like, I don't my path is my path, but for my own sovereign spiritualism, it's a very personal thing. I don't really ever do it for people unless like they are like, okay, I want to learn, right? Like they want to learn how to do it. Like I have to. It's an energetically intense thing to even do tarot if you're doing it like with purpose instead of just flipping through it and like purposely dropping a card that you might like. I mean, but we've seen that across all sorts of religions. I mean, televangelists, people that proclaim being gurus or messiahs because they're rooted in their ego, which is, you need to dissolve the ego. There's a wonderful YouTube channel called I Am Ray on YouTube. Really, really, really spiritually cool person. I highly recommend you look them up. And you don't have to agree with everything with what I say or what he says. But I think he explains a lot of stuff that I already kind of felt and also has helped me tremendously. I'm not a part of the his group due to financial reasons, but you know, I don't think it's, I think he has a lot of good stuff, and he's somebody, you know, at this time of this recording that I agree with many of his things, and even if I disagreed with some of his things, I would still think he's, you know, a reputable person. He seems that way at least. But then you have other individuals, and I don't want to say names, but that charge an extreme amount of money. Like, the material world is very corrupting. It can be a tether to, like, the vices of, like, greed and power and lust. Like, all these things that, like, are deep core components of a soul that need to be navigated. I think with all of this being said, I just want you guys to know that you need to trust in yourself and love yourself and trust that the messages that you get and the ones that you receive are yours because of your connection and not because you're part of a subscription service. So trust in yourself and love yourself and love God and the universe, right? Like, isn't it cool? Like, everything in it, just like, it never ends. Take care.